And to tell you a little bit more, here's Danno.
Hi, my name's Riggy LORE or King Boba Fett, and I talk about stuff on YouTube. And today, I'm going to be talking about Toon Turf for the last time before the pilot releases. And that's because we recently got the final leak of Toon Turf. And there's a few other things that I want to talk about, like a release date question mark? So a little over a week ago, Jonny RaZeR posted this video right here, basically being a direct for his game studio. And in it was a short segment for Toon Turf with the final leak. By the way, I highly recommend checking out Jonny RaZeR's video. It's honestly amazing that he's doing this small indie game studio, and you should definitely check out the games after. But back to Toon Turf. Jonny RaZeR confirms that this is going to be the last leak that we will see of Toon Turf before it releases, and well, here it is.
Roll the clip.
Hey, watch where...
That's it?
Yeah, a pretty short clip, but Jonny RaZeR confirmed that he is voicing this character, and that this character is Dolph the Dolphin. Now we finally know the difference between the two, if that wasn't confirmed already. Now this is likely taking place after this scene where Riggy is roller skating into Toonville and probably bumping into Dolph, but then before Riggy is picked up by the tail. But something interesting that we see in the background, we see a sign say, "Free the Red Rabbit." Now not only does this show that people in Toonville are aware of the Red Rabbit being captured, but also that at least some are rallying behind him and think that the Red Rabbit getting locked up was unjustified. I mean, he has his own holiday after all, which they are still actively celebrating. So why is he being locked up? Is it because he's tied to the prophecy? And even though it's unpopular with the civilians of Toonville, do they feel like they have to keep him in prison? But at the same time, this Red Rabbit isn't actually the Red Rabbit. It's Ruby and Candy's father, who was mistaken for the Red Rabbit. And Ruby and Candy's father is even saying that, like, are the politicians colorblind? Well, that's something else. They probably know that this isn't the Red Rabbit, so that just raises more questions, but hopefully we'll get answers to these soon. I should also mention that this was said by presumably the real Red Rabbit, saying everything his fault framed, whose fault Red Rabbit Lucky doesn't know, which just adds to the mystery. Something else outside of this Toon Turf leak is something I saw on Discord. This message by Danno right here, saying that he had a dream of Billy the Beaver, and the dream was depicting Billy as a villain, as like evil, and Danno inside the dream literally said, bruh, Billy's mom is literally shown talking to him and Riggy in episode 1. This ending makes no sense. Also, Billy can't be evil. Now, this was a quote from inside Danno's dream, so we can't 100% know if it's accurate, but it likely is, meaning that Billy and his mother are indeed in the pilot episode, which I don't believe was confirmed before. Also, thanks to Spooky Night and this video right here that he uploaded, because I completely forgot that Riggy and Rosie actually meet for the first time at Billy the Beaver's funeral. So unless the factory scene and then Billy's funeral all happen in the pilot episode, it's likely that we won't see Rosie and Riggy interact. But this doesn't mean that Rosie won't appear in the pilot. There's still a high chance, as this pilot seems to be introducing a lot of the main characters. It'd probably just be a Rosie in like the flower shop or something, but we can't 100% know. And finally, I want to talk about the release date. But before that, real quick, like I said, I talk about stuff on YouTube, particularly Toon Turf and AVA, so if that sounds interesting, then maybe hit that subscribe button. As you can see by the statistics, it's not great, so checking if you're subscribed really does mean a lot, but only do it if you want to. Anyways, there have been a bunch of hints on when Toon Turf is releasing. Jonny RaZeR did confirm in his direct that Danno has 100% confirmed that it will happen before 2026. And Danno on his channel has literally posted this short right here. It's currently his latest short, and in the description it says, "I'm done waiting and I know you are too. You won't see snow." And snow usually starts in December, meaning that we are probably getting it this month, this November. Not only that, but over on Twitter, Danno posted a tweet saying lucky. And thanks to this Discord message right here for explaining that Lucky's character's birthday is the 27th, and Danno's lucky number, or favorite number, is 27, meaning that it will likely happen on November 27th. And Danno has confirmed that Toon Turf would probably release on a Thursday, and November 27 just so happens to be a Thursday. So it is very likely that we will be getting Toon Turf's pilot episode on November 27, 2025. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this little finale to the Toon Turf Leaks series of videos, I guess. I will not be making another video on Toon Turf until it releases. So in the meantime, be sure to check out some of my other content.